Man, I really don't want to do this, but me and another lady was talking about this Bloody Monday and going over the Bible and different things. And trickery has been played really on people for a long time, and what we're about to see is a real spiritual war. And Easter Sunday, and it's shocking to a lot of people to find this out, but it really is not the day that we think that it is. If you really think about it, in all reality, everybody's going down that rabbit hole to chase the pedophiles. They are asking to hand over the eggs of the children. In the definition of this, it's time for us to pay our eggs. Figure that out. Maybe that's crazy. Oh my God, this makes me sick. We're not supposed to be doing communion. I want to say 5 years ago, I took my mom to a Catholic church because it was in New Orleans, and we had a condo downtown, and it was beautiful. The whole inside was just beautiful. I know I'm not Catholic, but I do know everybody gets communion on Easter Sunday. I didn't think they were going to deny me that, and I was kind of mad at first, but then I realized that this is their holiday, not ours. Ours is the Passover, and for us not to have Easter Sunday, for most people, are going to be shocked. But then the president said that they're going to let us out. The real sacrifice is to people on Bloody Monday because they believe we're stupid, and that's because we've been tricked not to know things. We're programmed. Like the people that's running around with them things on their face, thinking that they're going to catch something and stay away from everybody. They're already programmed. They already know. Them the ones you already know that's not going to be here, because the ones that aren't running around with it, they have faith. They're not stressing about death. But the ones that are, they're the ones that are going to be straight taking the mark right away. There is a lot to do with this 5G. This 5G is going to be really bad. But the worst part is the Easter Sunday. I really didn't get it. I didn't get it until me and my friend sat down tonight. If you really, really think about it, and you're a Q on here, you should know this. You got everybody chasing that rabbit down the rabbit hole. Right down the rabbit hole to chase pedophiles. The sacrifice is going to be the people for Bloody Monday. That's going to be the beginning of your famine. Real famine. And part of it is going to be activated by 5G. The people that are involved in this and that UN phone call, I didn't get it up yet. I didn't work on it because I woke up this morning and I was given the information to know what happened over there in Italy. They were fine at the 60 megahertz, but they wasn't fine when they turned it up. You have to get away from the 5G. Over there, from that UN phone call that I was on the other night, it's part of the UK. If you look online, they're taking down the towers all over UK, although they signed that they were going to do this. Of course they're going to take it down over there, because that's part of their plan. Hey, we're going to look like we're doing it, so everybody else will do it. So that way, they get it all in place. Our 5G didn't start up until this lockdown started. But you really think about it. You need to make sure you're not, stressing over Easter Sunday. Because you really, 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 really think it's not the holiday that you thought. You need to make sure you celebrate Passover and protect yourself and your home if you believe that our Creator is the one, and He's only going to take us when it's our time. And if you believe that, I'm not worried for myself. It hurts my heart to see so many that I know don't understand what's going on. All they want is technology. They want these phones. They want to be able to do whatever it is they do, but they don't know the harms that come with it at all. But if you look at the people, what they're doing at the UK, where the lady told me on the UN is behind a lot of problem. If you look, they're tearing theirs down. They got somebody tearing theirs down. There's nobody to call to take ours down because everything is closed. Everybody's gone. I've never heard of a Easter Sunday before in my life. Never been shown it. It's been hidden because this is before our time. Please make sure, if Trump opens up where you can go out Sunday to go to church, it helps him get more powerful. This is time to stay home with your family and pray. Celebrate your Passover, because you really got to understand that what we've been taught and told has been tricks that's been played on people. I mean, if you go research yourself, you will see, look up holidays, satanic holidays, are pretty much every one of our holidays. And it took me talking with a few people this evening to realize that. And really, if you're right with your Creator, you need to stay right with your Creator. And don't stress over, because He's going to protect the ones that need to be protected. And we have 1 week. 1 week. I put it in the other video I did. We got 1 week before that 5G turned on. That's how they're going to do it. That's how Italy had them up at 60 megahertz. The United States warned them at the end of February not to go further. If you go look at the pictures in the comments of the other video I did earlier, you will see that they did it anyway. Within 30 days, the people died. New York, people are getting sick. And I know people ain't going to believe this, but they made it over in China all the way to 7G and 8G. They're not supposed to run on that megahertz, but they did, and their license don't expire until the year 2025. And you just got to please use your mind and wake up. Please. Look at the trees. Your trees is part of nature. It's part of this earth. It's part of you. That's how you breathe. The people that run here are gone. They're not telling anybody the truth. And the people that they have right now that are looking over our town, I guess, are running around with freaking masks on. So that means they're nothing but a bunch of programmed fools. Is there a virus that can make you sick? Most of it comes from bioweapons. But they don't tell you nothing about it ain't going to hurt you. It's just fine. I remember going to Verizon. Everybody's freaking out and it ain't going to do nothing. The guy that made the technology resigned. He resigned. You don't resign for no reason. You resign because you're forced to, or you know you've done something wrong. And just knowing that, and knowing that the UK is already having people go out there and tear theirs down and saying, oh, they're just vigilantes. They want to tell you that because they don't want you to do that. Because that's what's going to save most of you. If you don't get these 5Gs down somehow this week, you're going to fry. And then they're going to hit the cities first. The cities will be first because that's the most population. You can't go back to an area that's been turned on with 5G for 2 to 3 weeks. That's why they tell you get 2 weeks of food. They don't tell you stay in your home because we're going to fry you and everybody pretty much got smart meters on their house. They didn't tell you back when California burned up the way it did that it was from 5G smart meter communities. I remember watching some firemen in a video talk about how, how fires burn, how where it starts and all that. The fires that burnt these communities were something they'd never seen before. Their 5G was only at 60 megahertz, but they was able to send something through the line, and it made the smart meters spark, and it caught the houses on fire, but the grass around the house was still green. It wasn't touched. The fire stayed contained within the property only. So, it started having certain firemen question things, and they did videos and talked about how fire burns, and they admitted that they were smart communities, 5G smart communities in California. I don't know how someone said they're going to turn it straight to 100 hertz here. If they do, then everything would be burning fried. But I think these people are evil, and they'd rather see you torture, because this is what they get off on. But really think and look at the satanic holidays linked to our holidays and how things have been tricked on us. Because if you really, really think about Easter, you got the rabbit. Q is telling you to chase the rabbit. Go down the rabbit hole. What are you chasing? Pedophiles. This would be, if we don't go to church, the first Sunday ever since we've ever known that people don't go to church and get their communion. It's not a bad thing if we don't. Just make sure you celebrate your Passover, mark your doorways, and just get right if you're not right. And don't be scared to die, because you're not going to go unless your Creator wants you to go home. These people like fear. The adrenochrome stuff, that stuff is real. I called a place where you can get it up in New York. And the lady was going to sell me adrenochrome. I do research. Knowing what I know, because I went chasing down that rabbit hole. I think I was on the phone maybe 3 minutes. I can't find the damn phone call, and half my phone calls has been deleted off my phone somehow. I don't know how. These people hack my phone all the time. And, I asked, straight up asked her, where's your torture chamber, because that's where you get it. I got another stuff I got to research into, because we've had problems like this that's been hidden from our community. All these children just don't come up missing every year and never found. And if 400,000 children go missing in a year, don't you think, I'm 44 years old, wouldn't we have came up with a bunch of bodies by now? Because 400,000 children every year are missing. Something people really got to think about. 44 years old, 400,000 children or more comes up missing a year. we ain't found no bodies because they're not here for us to find. All I know is when I was 6, I had a dream and I was in the right place. We were led to the water, follow the who will go. I don't know what I was going to go for, and I said I'd go, and then I woke up. And I told my grandma at 6 years old I would see a spiritual war and it's being played out. I've had people come and contact me and tell me that they're the archangels. And I had a man that works at the jail, he's supposed to be the doctor at the Harrison County Jail, tell me I didn't know what a freaking fallen angels church was. And I went to where he said, and there was these ladies with these dots on their head, and they was like, you don't really know what that is? No. And they're sitting here doing all this crazy stuff with me and praying. I never went back. That freaked me out. I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand it. And now I do. And I just want people to wake up and understand that if you don't have communion this Sunday, it's not bad. It really isn't. You're programmed to believe things to help these people that are evil. You are not. This is not heaven on earth. Satan was cast to earth to rule. To be out of here, you have to know and have your faith. But if you want to help people, we got to figure out how to get these towers down before Monday. Because the towers that do go down will save a lot of lives. These people didn't get coronavirus until after the towers were jumped up to 100 megahertz over in Italy. Over in China, it went to 300 and some megahertz. It went to 7G and it was able to reach here. That is why people are sick. I also I don't know how far this video will get. I don't know how many people, really know what's going on. The people that make the ships, they have duplicate ships. I'm hearing nurses are being called to New York to stay on the ships that they're supposed to put patients on. Young women and vulnerable population, they want young women that can reproduce. So, I'm not saying don't go and help people because we got to. But at the same time, you need to be leery of all your surroundings and who comes close to you and what they're asking you to do. You need to figure out how to grow your food, but if you don't get the 5G towers down, it's killing the trees already. The trees are wilted on 4G. They're not like they're supposed to be right now. Pollen fell early this year. You can live with the bioweapon because it's metal poisoning, and we've been poisoned for a while, so our immune system is pretty good with that for the most part. But you can't live with 100 or 300 watts of radiation, or megahertz, or however you want to say it. I told my friend that it said 340 something to 370 something over there in China. She's like, no way. I said, I can't make it up. It says that they can operate on 6 and 7. The water will come out your body. You will feel like you're drowning and you won't be able to breathe because it's going to take all the oxygen. I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research, so much I got a callus right here on my thumb. I'm tired of research, I'm tired of reading. And is technology really that worth it? I would rather not have a cell phone and see people live than have technology that can snap your fingers fast enough as it is. I don't need it no faster. I'm satisfied. That's what really happened over there in Italy, and people need to go research that. And research that the UK is tearing theirs down, and they're blaming it on vigilantes. So it doesn't look bad on them, because it's monkey see, monkey do. They put it up, so will everybody else. Oh, if they're doing it, oh, I guess it's alright, we'll do it. But theirs is coming down for a reason, right? Theirs is coming down because that's going to be their safe place. They got to communicate just as well as we do. And the only way to stop them from their communication is 5G, not letting them have it. Because they can operate away from it while we're being fried in it. Another thing a lady pointed out to me, for the people that live in the United States watching this, you got to understand things in the Bible. We are in the country that is the whore of Babylon in the Bible. Our Statue of Liberty stands, but that's not the whore that fell. The whore that fell was the two towers. These people lost all their money when them towers fell, and our trade's probably right. But they didn't tell you that. They told you to rebuild. They told you to rebuild, and everything's going to be fine. But if you think about it, since 9/11, the middle class has lost their homes. I have never seen so many homeless people in my life. And these lawyers, these people that have already sold their soul, have snatched up everything illegally because they lost that day. In the Bible it says when the whore of Babylon fall, the man will have ashes on their head. The trade will stop and the whole world will mourn. That's the whole day that the whole world mourned, but they didn't realize that the whore had fell. And these people has tricked your minds so far away from the word and what's right and what's wrong. I just hope that we can figure out what to do in the United States before it's too late to have some safe areas. They're not going to turn it on all at one time, but they are going to turn it on. They already have it on in some of the cities, and they're going to turn it higher because they know how to discriminate now. I'll again put some stuff in this comments of this video for you to look at. And get your Bible and learn. And much love. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm going to go to sleep. And much love to y'all.